Now, I know they wanted your boy Ego to be wrong, but not this time. I got some brand new news. And in regards to Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, a rematch, which is why you clicked on the video. Subscribe. Breaking news. I made this graphic for you guys. First of all, shameless plug. Follow me at BoxingEgo1. The link to all my social medias so you can get the boxing news first. Right? Follow me over there. Trying to get that page to 75,000 again. Right? Second page. Follow me. You'll get the boxing news there as well. Right? I made this graphic. What does it say? Lawsuit paused. In the words of Cameron and Mace, it is what it is. Pause. A brand new report from ESPN has come out and stated that both Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia have jointly agreed to pause their lawsuit while they try to iron out details for a rematch. ESPN says Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia jointly asked the court on Wednesday to pause proceedings for 90 days surrounding the lawsuit against Garcia due to a tentative settlement per a legal document obtained by ESPN. This development comes as Haney and Garcia are closing in on a deal for a rematch in the second half of 2025, sources told ESPN. Someone said, why not just drop the suit, like completely? Why doesn't Devin drop the initial suit? The settlement needs to be signed. This is just a formality that must happen first before it's dropped. And Ring, which is owned by Turkey, who would be putting on this fight, also posted it. Breaking. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia request to pause lawsuit. So they're trying to make some motion with the rematch. Now, your boy Ego, I'm on fire. Set your butt on fire. I hope my butt didn't look like that. The Simon Phoenix of boxing. Be careful where you get your boxing information from, because there's a lot of misinformation and bad information, bad actors, and outright lies. The Haney channels and content creators said that Ryan agreed to VADA and the lawsuit was dropped already. Now from ESPN in the Ring, notice how I show you. On my channel, I show you. A lot of people talk boxing. They don't show you receipts. I've been diligent with that since I started, of quoting my sources and pointing you in the direction in case you want to do additional research. The Haney content creator said this was already done. They said they didn't say anything about it being paused. They said the lawsuit was dropped. Now we find out from credible sources and legal documentation that it hasn't been dropped. They're requesting a pause for 90 days to maybe amicably work on the rematch. So again, when I tell you I'm in boxing, I really do this. You should listen to your boy Ego. I haven't let you guys down yet. Certain people, they want to go against the brand. Do that if you want, but your information better be better than ours. So in real time, the lawsuit is not dropped. It's a temporary pause and a hold while they try to figure it out, which leads me to something else that I was right about on my channel, because I am the best in the business and it is not even close, and it is very apparent at this point. News you can use. I told you there were problems with making the rematch that needed to be hashed out. One of those problems that I told you guys about was a lawsuit. Devin filed the initial lawsuit. Ryan countersued. But Ryan, I do believe, would have never countersued if Devin hadn't brought forth legal action against him to begin with. That is my opinion. So either way, now they're suing each other. That needed to be addressed. And it looks like Turkey, this is what was decided, to pause the lawsuit while they try to work it out for 90 days. And I like that question from the fans. The fans said, why not just drop the lawsuit entirely? So to me, that's a great question. And it does look kind of weird. Why don't you just drop the lawsuit completely and then you can negotiate in freedom? Especially since I told you guys that, in my honest opinion, Devin, his case is not the greatest case that's going to be easy to prove, aka it'll be an uphill battle. I said all these things on my channel, and I thought that was a great question. And ESPN says the settlement needs to be signed. This is just a formality that must happen. So basically, where we're at with it is they got to agree to a term. Otherwise, if they don't and it falters, I would imagine the lawsuits are still on. So this is just like watching a movie or a TV show. You're watching The Penguin on Max, and then you have a bathroom break. So you get the remote and you pause it. Doesn't mean the show is canceled. It doesn't mean that you turned off the TV. All you did was pick up the remote and pause it, and contingent on using the bathroom. When you get back, most people unpause it. So I believe that if they don't actually make the rematch, then the lawsuit will probably sit, because they would have just dropped it if they had good faith. So there's real issues here still. There's real animosity, and we'll see what Riyadh season can do to put everyone at peace. The other issue is VADA. Ryan previously stated, I am not using VADA. I don't trust them. I don't believe in them. The Haneys are acting weird and suspicious to me. Victor Conti, I'm not using them. So that's a big hurdle that still needs to be hurdled. Dan Rayfield, another boxing reporter, did a whole article, and I'll probably make a separate video about it, but he says that's one of the impediments in making the rematch. Everything I said on my channel still stands. Devin said he's back in March. Where is the fight? Now, after you guys and the Haney content creators lied, said that Ryan agreed to VADA, we find out that's not true. They said the fight was done. We find out that's not true. They said the lawsuit has been dropped, and we find out that's not true. So again, that's why I say low quality content. Be careful where you get your information from. There's still things to go on, because if they had an actual deal, why not just announce it? Meanwhile, Ryan took to his social media and says, oh, I got my next fight. You guys are going to be happy. So you guys told me Devin's back in March during Ramadan. I told you the problems with that. You guys said the rematch was next. I told you the problems with that. And now ESPN's saying that they're working on a deal still, which you said the fight was already done, for the back half of 2025. That's what I said. It's all lies in boxing, a bunch of clickbait. None of this stuff is true. If they were really ready to release, then I feel like they would have done that. So there's clearly stuff and issues that need to be ironed out. We'll see what the Sheik, Turkey Al-Sheik, can do. And I'm not saying the fight can't happen, but the lawsuit is only paused. You still got the VADA issues. The other thing that's questionable, and I got to make a separate video about this because I don't want to go too long on this one. Pause. They're talking about the weight at 147. For me, that benefits Ryan. So this will be a big fight. I don't know how good it does commercially, but there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on the fight one way or another, because there's just so much going on, and the animosity, the venom, the vitriol. It's just, we've been following the story this long. We got to see a conclusion. It's like watching 6 seasons of a show, and then you don't watch the finale, to the series finale that closes the show off. So we got to see how this story unfolds and unfurls and ends. That is the latest. Be cautious when you're hearing these rumors. A lot of them are untrue, and I just proved it.